So here's something I've not done for a while again. I'm out along the canal. It's a beautiful summer's evening. I think it was 25 degrees in the car when I came in from work earlier, and I don't think it feels much cooler now. So it would be rude not to go out for a ride.
Sorry, mate.
It's like Piccadilly Circus, isn't it? It must be 6 or 7 weeks, maybe even a couple of months since I've had those wheels on. Been on the road lately, got in that habit of riding on the road. But it is nice to be off-road. Always good, isn't it, when you've not been off-road for a while, to get back. You kind of feel nicely at one with nature, as they say. However, I put these wheels on and my whole transmission feels a bit strange. I've had a quick look. It's like it's kind of it's like the chain's not aligned in some way. There's just a vibration and a rubbing somewhere. But I've had a quick look at it, but I can't see anything obviously amiss. But it doesn't feel right. I might have to put it on the stand when I get in and have a proper look. Just double check that the cassette isn't badly worn on this, because I've been using the other one for a while. So it might have been creeping up on me, I've not noticed. I've been trying to figure out in my mind as I rode along there. I fitted a new chain, and I don't think I've actually used the new chain on this wheel set with this cassette on it. It might be something to do with that. Investigation is required, I do believe. The only downside of a summer's evening like this is the amount of flies. So many flies. And the plan for this evening is to ride a very precise 7.5 miles out, turn around and ride 7.5 miles back. So a nice 15 miles. I think my average speed along the canal will be about 12, so it'll be like an hour and a quarter or so. So quite nice use of time on a summer's evening. And I think with a little bit of trial and error, I may have deduced the problem might just be with the cassette. So the sensation that I'm feeling through the pedals is much more pronounced in the middle of the cassette, the middle gears. At the lower and higher end, you don't feel it. So I say I'm trying to track back in my mind exactly when I changed the chain, and I don't think I've used this cassette since I changed it. So it could be new chain on a worn cassette. So it could give that little bit of a almost skipping, rough feeling. So I think it might just be that. So I shall put it on the stand when I get home and have a real good inspection. So that little cycle path marker seems the opportune moment, 7.6 miles in, to swap around and go back. As I started to apply power then, it did actually skip and I was in 4th gear. So I think it might just be, you know, annoying if I got to buy a new cassette. I had a right problem last time. Last time I had a new cassette, tracking it down. I think it was in the depth of the Shimano parts famine. Did eventually find one, but it took some time. I don't know what current Shimano availability is. I would imagine, judging by the widely reported state of the cycle industry, I'm hoping there might just be a glut of components on offer somewhere, but you never know. So they're doing some repairs up here to the lock. It's all drained out. It's quite deep actually, let me show you. You wouldn't want to fall down there, would you really? If you was riding along the dark. Long way down. It was bugging me, so I just stopped and had a look. And actually, when I look at the crankset, the front sprocket actually does look really worn. The rear cassette looks a bit worn, but the big wheel on the front actually does look very warm. And as I was ever saying to Ian just the other day, I've done over 12,500 miles on this bike. So that has done 12,500 miles. Maybe it's towards the time when actually the whole crankset could actually do with replacement. Possibly. Let me ponder that. I'm interested to know from my viewers, how long have you guys run cranksets for? 12,500 miles. I don't know. It doesn't seem a huge amount, but obviously it's definitely not a small amount. I'm intrigued. How many miles have you guys done? When would you normally replace it? What kind of mileage would you expect? So now I'm at that stage where all I can think about and all I can hear is these little bumps and noises from the bike. It's all I can focus on. As I pedal, I can feel a grinding. So I think I might be at that stage where it gets in your head and you start to imagine all sorts. So as I finish off my ride and ponder that, I shall say goodbye for now, and I shall see you in a week or so's time. But in the meantime, please let me know your thoughts on how long your crankset lasts. When have you replaced yours? Drop a note in the comments, let me know, and I'll see you again in a few days' time. Bye for now.